I want to go to the game and I want to be excited by players. I want players who get me off the edge of my seat. We're quite lucky at Liverpool because we've got that. Bit of a cliche, but I think they're just fabulous to watch. And yeah, I really enjoy watching them.
Here's Coutinho. Oh, fantastic! Mane! Oh, wow! His signature goal. Firmino, supremely delivered, consummately finished. Salah, the hottest property in the Premier League right now.
If one doesn't get you, another one of them will.
This Fab Four, as everyone calls them, you know, the final third of the pitch. You know, you've got Firmino who'll play false nine. He'll keep dropping deep, and you got the pace of Salah on one side and Mane on the other. I think what he does then, he sort of creates little pockets behind where they can use their pace to get in. I think with the likes of Mane, with the likes of Salah, they're players who can play a number of positions. And obviously the guile of Coutinho, he's got one redeem trick where he seems to do all the time. It's a little bit of a drop of a left shoulder and go on the right, and he gets a shot away. And look, I know what's happening. I think probably 99% of the defenders know what's happening. You can't stop him. We're talking about players who are not necessarily deemed as strikers, but they have striking qualities, whereas they're not afraid to shoot early. When you've got a player who's instinctively good in the box and instinctively want to get shots away, I mean, that's worth its weight in gold. We see a lot with Salah where he'll just sort of move it out, a yard, not even a yard, maybe 6 inches, and then gets a shot away. And, defenders aren't set. For me, that's brilliant, and I want that all the time, because I think football, certainly in the box, a lot of it is instinctive.
They really like working together, they love being together and all that stuff, so that makes them all better. They feel more and more confident, of course. Good players always make good players better. That makes us then unpredictable, and unpredictability in football is, if it's positive, is a very important thing.
Salah taking on all comers. Firmino, sensational counter-attacking football from Liverpool. Firmino with the finishing touch.
This is where football differs from, even a few years ago, whereas, you maybe wanted one striker or two strikers who could, be a focal point of a team, if you like, and play on defenders' shoulders. I don't think Firmino has got that. If he's not getting the ball, he wants to go and find the ball, he wants to get on the ball. It's not to my satisfaction all the time, if I'm being totally honest, because I want strikers to get defenders on the toes, maybe get them to keep turning their heads and worry about what's behind them as opposed to what's in front of them. Me, as a striker, I do want a focal point. The movement of Firmino needs to be superb when teams are playing at the back, because obviously the space is few and far between. But when teams are certainly playing further up the park, his movement dropping deep, creates so much space for the likes of Mane and Salah to run in. I don't think we've seen this type of player when he first come to the club, but he's certainly progressed and he's grew into a role, and he does look good. He really does.
He made a big step in his development. Since I'm here and we're working together, he made a big step, especially attitude-wise. It's unbelievable. His work rate is phenomenal, and I really like that and appreciate that. He cannot stop working for the team. That's his best skill, and so yeah, he's quite early on the team sheet, I would say, if I make the lineup.
Leicester's defence will have their work cut out stopping the Fab Four, who've scored 35 league goals between them this term. Under Claude Puel, the Foxes have improved. They went on a 4-game winning run and recently drew with Manchester United, only for Kasper Schmeichel's error to sting them at Watford.
I think we have had good opportunities and good results recently against a great team like Manchester United in Premier League and Cup with Manchester City. I hope it's a good thing to play very quickly after our last game and to show our potential.
Liverpool's potential has been hampered by their defence, which the signing of Virgil van Dijk is aimed to address. A world record fee of £70 million has been agreed with Southampton, and the Dutch defender will join the Reds on January the 1st, so he won't be involved against Leicester. Still, a coup for Jurgen Klopp, who's finally got his man.